And we're live on Facebook. Well, it's starting, so give us a second. Grab your coffee. And be sure to text in any questions that you have. Good, we're live on Facebook. Good morning, Facebook. Be sure to text in any questions that you have. We'll try to answer them during the live event. If not, we can answer them afterwards, okay? Thanks for joining, everybody. On the Facebook, what does this say? Hang on, we're telling more followers. Okay. On the Facebook page, we have a couple of announcements this morning. I'll re announce them at the end of this live event. But we have two events coming up. Actually, one is tomorrow, sponsored by East End Women's Networking. It's at On the Docks in Akabog. And we're presenting a woman called Adrienne Miller. She's a really great business architect. She's going to talk about basically how to increase your business in the age of COVID, how to win over clients using LinkedIn, how we're all working from home now, how to increase your business in the age of COVID. She's an incredible networker as well, and she's got a plethora of information regarding business just in general. I did see her 2 years ago. We hosted her, and I loved her advice, and I took her advice. So I highly recommend that you get tickets. I just put the link on our Facebook page for the tickets for that event. So you can go right there. Or if you're on Instagram, you can go to East End Women's Network. That's EEWN. And the link is in the bio to buy a ticket. You get dinner, networking, and the presentation for $50. It's really great. It's at 6:30 and it's on the docks in Aquabog. The other event that I wanted to talk about was an event that we are actually sponsoring. And this is Kelsey. I'm going to put the link also on Facebook. Now, I just did. And so, what Kelsey is talking about is a virtual event. And this is really great. This is what most people ask us for. And we do these monthly consultations. Basically, it's a digital marketing strategy. And so, you're going to learn how to create an entire month's worth of content in 45 minutes. So, what she'll do is she'll walk you through the importance of creating a strategy and a plan for your social media. And by the end of the virtual event, you'll have the knowledge and skills to create a monthly digital marketing strategy. Plus, during the call, you'll create your entire content calendar for the next month. So that is on Monday, February 28th from 3 p.m. to 4:30. This is a virtual event. It's only $19.99. I just put the link also in the bio on the Facebook page. And if you're on our Instagram, you can go to the link in our bio and you can join the event there. But this is we normally charge a lot of money for this. And what she's doing is she's only charging $19.99 for this session, and she's leaving a good amount of time for Q&A. So if you have a lot of questions about creating your marketing strategy and a content calendar, this is the event that you should go to. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, what we're going to talk about is what we're going to talk about some digital marketing trends for 2022. So one of the big digital marketing trends is not new, but it is going really well, really powerful, and it's still very effective. And you see it all the time, and that's influencer marketing, right? So now in New York State, they have made betting legal. So all these betting apps have come out like Caesars and MGM, and there's just a ton of them. The ads on TV are constant. They're constant. They're like the ads for getting a COVID vaccine, which are constant. And you see them like Caesars has the Manning brothers, right? Eli and Peyton. And they are influencer marketers for Caesars, which which Caesars actually is doing the best. I had a recent study, and Caesars has like $1 billion already being placed all the time. I can't even imagine what the Super Bowl was last night and how much people used that last night for the Super Bowl. But influencer marketing is very strong and does very well. So seriously consider using influencer marketing for your digital marketing. The next thing is LinkedIn, which actually Adrian Miller tomorrow night is going to talk about using LinkedIn. But LinkedIn is going strong. It is an incredible resource for finding jobs, for making connections, for finding employees. It's really a great platform. A statistic I recently heard for LinkedIn was over 60% of the jobs now on LinkedIn have a remote component to them. So if your business does not have a remote component, you should seriously think about that because people are looking for remote components today. Because of the age of COVID, it's really changed how we work. Of course, we're remote because, I mean, we do have a brick and mortar, but most of us work remote because we're digital marketing agency. So you should seriously think about that. Also, digital skills are in demand. So if your business doesn't have digital skills, you should seriously think about adding them. Marketers should upskill to stay relevant with the digital marketing. All right, next, Facebook. The metaverse, right? Facebook's not going anywhere, people. As much as you may think that Facebook is going somewhere, it's not. They have almost 3 billion people on Facebook. I know we always say it's a pay to play platform, not easy to say, but it really is. But you get a lot of bang for your buck when you do Facebook advertising the right way. And we do a lot of Facebook advertising for people because we do post, but the posting, unless you have a huge following, organic reach is really hard. But they give you the option of using all of their information for Facebook advertising, and it works really, really well. So don't discount the metaverse, it's not going anywhere. Next, we want to talk about website traffic. Um, Website traffic is overwhelmingly mobile. Okay. If your website is not mobile friendly, they are not going to find you. You're going to get lost. In May of 2020, Google launched Core Web Vitals. Okay. What is Core Web Vitals? It measures and evaluates the speed, responsiveness, and visual stability of your website. And, oh, excuse me, it offers more opportunities for a ranking boost. So if you want to check it out, go to Core Web Vitals, Google Core Web Vitals, and you can learn all about how to improve your website. And like we said before, less is more, okay? There's so many social channels today, right? Facebook, Instagram, just on Instagram alone, there's stories and reels and posting the feed. And there's Twitter and there's LinkedIn and there's TikTok. I mean, and Snapchat. There's so many social channels that it can get really overwhelming. Less is more. If you don't have the manpower or the woman power to manage all of these channels, pick one or two channels and dominate those channels. Grow your following on those channels and dominate those. You can do that. You don't have to be on every single channel to be relevant. So that's our suggestion. Try not to spread yourself too thin. We talked about this before too, how bots are really helping you with your marketing funnel. We use a bot also, and what it does basically is, we put in keywords. We put in answers to our very frequently asked questions. We put them in to get their emails. And so we get them into our marketing funnel. That's the whole point of it, right? We don't want to lose anybody that is potentially asking us questions or interested in something that we offer, whether it's classes or services or, any of the things that we offer, photography, videography. Like we have keywords that, Bing our bot basically, and will answer back and tell us, when to talk to somebody, or they'll talk to that person until we can get to them. So bots are really worth the money for your business. Next, let's talk about social commerce. This is really an incredible way to sell your product, right? Like you want to make sales while you're asleep. And this is a great way to do it is your social commerce. Retailers continue to experiment with platforms like TikTok and Instagram. They seek to shorten the distance from discovery to conversion, and you can do that on these platforms by having e-commerce. This is the whole new way to get your items in front of consumers. It's basically your web store. If you don't know how to set one up, we can set it up for you. We've done that. But you want to get your items onto these social platforms because people want to be able to buy, to buy easily. In the age of COVID, they're not going out into the stores as much. Plus, they're just surfing the web, right? How many times have you surfed the web? You've seen an advertisement and you end up buying that product. Well, this is the e commerce, and you really need to get on there. Last thing what I want to talk about is live streaming commerce. Live streaming commerce is really getting big, and people are doing really well on live streaming commerce. The reason is because Social Republic, which is a media company, noted that consumers spend 3 times longer watching live videos than pre-recorded visual content. 3 times longer. So you're much more likely to sell your product if you are to do a live stream. So take the time, take the hour once a week, once a month, and get on there with your products and make your links so that you can talk about your products and people can buy them on your live stream. It's a $70 billion space. That's the kind of money people are making on live stream. And it's also an alternative to in-store shopping during the COVID era. People like the convenience of shopping at home. People like the convenience of shopping on their phones. So if that's the case, make it easy for them to buy your product and do a live stream or do an e-commerce. All right, so today we talked about a couple of things that are big in 2022. LinkedIn, website traffic, less is more, influencer marketing, social commerce, live stream commerce, how Facebook really isn't going anywhere. So there's even more. There's like AI that's really big in 2022. There's even more things that are coming up in 2022, but this was just a handful of them because it can get overwhelming. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to ask us at info@starkmediany.com. You can always give us a call regarding any of your digital marketing needs. Thanks everybody for joining today. We do appreciate it. We love seeing you guys every Tuesday. We like bringing you the information, like the cutting edge on digital marketing. And remember, Kelsey's event is going to be on, I'm going to get it up here. I think it's February 28th, Monday, February 28th at 3 o'clock. She's going to give you a ton of information. If you want to sign up, I put the link on this Facebook page. It's also in our bio in our Instagram, and you could sign up from 3 to 4:30. And you get Kelsey all to yourself. So you can ask her all those questions. about setting up marketing strategy and having a content calendar set up for next month. And then we have an event tomorrow night at On the Docks. Adrienne Miller, she's an incredible businesswoman. She's going to talk about how to increase your business in the age of COVID. She's also going to talk about LinkedIn. Those tickets are, I also put that on the Facebook page. And you can also go to East End Women's Networking on Instagram, and that link is in the bio, or their Facebook page, and that link is on the Facebook page. All right, so everybody have a great Tuesday. Stay warm. It's freezing here in the Northeast. We're looking forward to warmer weather. Thanks for joining. And if you have any questions, let us know. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of our live events. Our Facebook Coffee Talk Tuesdays are on our YouTube page. All right, guys, have a great Tuesday. Thanks for joining.